By the end of your life, you will have made approximately 733,618 decisions. Statistics say you will regret 143,262 of those decisions. What if you could cut your regrets in half? Well, as it turns out, you can. All you have to do is choose to. We choose whether we will leave this world in a tattered heap of regret and anxiety, or whether we will leave it exhausted, completely winded by everything life has to offer, but completely complacent with the legacy that preceded you. I believe we all have the power to frame our own destinies based on the decisions we make on a daily basis. In the novel Beloved by Toni Morrison, Baby Suggs bears physical and emotional scars, like many enslaved men and women. But once she is freed, Baby Suggs makes the decision to define herself. Toni Morrison writes, "Because slave life had busted her legs, back, head, eyes, hands, kidneys, womb, and tongue, she had nothing left to make a living with but her heart, which she put to work at once." In this line, we see she is not inhibited by her past. However, she uses it as the moving force to help others cope throughout the community. She is a preacher of sorts and refuses to let her hardships define her by looking for wisdom and goodness in the face of adversity, thus inspiring an entire congregation. We should strive every day to inspire those around us and, most importantly, inspire ourselves to go above and beyond adversity. We also have the choice to take action. Action is the foundation to all success. When we make the decision to be proactive with our time, we are lining up future successes. We simply cannot watch life pass us by day in and day out. Nick Carraway, the narrator from The Great Gatsby, had the American dream: work hard and become successful. However, he spent each day focusing on everyone else's lives. He was so busy living as a bystander in his own life that he almost missed his 30th birthday. This is evidence of passivity on our daily lives creeping up on us. We must make proactive decisions every day in order to find fulfillment overall. Furthermore, we need to make the decision to accept the things that cannot be undone. Once something is made permanent, we must learn to reconcile with it before we can move forward. If we cannot come to terms with the cards we were dealt, death will surely be mentally agonizing. Miriam, in 1,000 Splendid Suns, knew death was unavoidable, and she only had a matter of time before her life would come to an end. She used this time to reflect on the life that she led. The narrator leads us through Miriam's reflection in a passage on page 329. Miriam wished for so much in those final moments. Yet, as she closed her eyes, it was not regret any longer, but a sensation of abundant peace that washed over her. She thought of her entry into this world, the Harami child of a lowly villager, an unintended thing, a pitiable, regrettable accident, a weed. And yet, she was leaving the world as a woman who had loved and been loved back. She was leaving it as a friend, a companion, a guardian, a mother, a person of consequence at last. No, it was not so bad, Miriam thought, that she should die this way. Not so bad. This was a legitimate end to a life of illegitimate belongings. Here, Miriam says she wishes she could have more time. However, she is coming to terms with her misfortunes so she can move forward in peace rather than dread. We must all take a moment every day to reflect on the happenings of life, good and bad, and accept them for what they are in order to find happiness in life overall. Life isn't perfect, and if we can't come to terms with this, we will forever be stuck in the past, unable to move forward in the pursuit of a lifetime of satisfaction. Most importantly, in order to find contentment at the end of life, we must be grateful. Be grateful for something every day. Happiness does not bring us gratitude, but gratitude brings us happiness. If we allow ourselves to see goodness in every day, we will be limitless. Our happiness will never be diminished if we find at least one thing to be appreciative of. In Tim O'Brien's novel, The Things They Carried, all the men carry certain items with them in their packs. Jimmy Dobbins carries his girlfriend's pantyhose, and Lieutenant Jimmy Cross carries letters from his girlfriend back home. By By carrying their girlfriend's clothing and letters, it allows the men to find something to look forward to. The letters, handwritten, and the silk of the pantyhose provide a sense of hope, and thus are motivation for these men to carry on. They are grateful for the people they have waiting for them back home, and carry these things as a reminder that, despite the war-torn terrain of Vietnam, there is still good in the world. I believe in soulmates, and kissing in the rain, that good conquers evil every time. I believe there is no bond like a sister's, and that blood is thicker than water. I believe a mother's love is best acknowledged over half French vanilla, half hazelnut coffee, and long car rides. I believe we can make the choice to appreciate the minor things we often take for granted. It will allow us to see goodness in every day. We must decide to pursue our goals and use our personal strife as a moving force to inspire ourselves and others. We must decide to accept conditions we cannot change. Our day-to-day choices reflect our entire lives. Every day is an opportunity to choose the life we dreamed of. So how we go about every day determines the rest of our lives. This, I believe.
I swear I lived